Hey guys, and welcome back to G's Autos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, as you can tell by the name of this video, I did a pod filter setup on the Starlet. Now, I wasn't meaning to do one this early, but what happened was I was taking the air hose off that links the air box to the throttle body. I was just going to check the throttle body for any build-up of gunk and whatnot, and as I was taking the hose off, it snapped. So there it is. There's the resonator, and there's the pipe. So that just, as I was taking off, it just sheared straight off. So that side, so no good to anyone. Just in case you're wondering what the resonator does, that just reduces noise. So any noise created on the air intake, the resonator helps reduce or remove droning noises, suction noises, all that kind of stuff. So some cars will have two of those, the Starlet has one. Anyway, so that aside, I thought, oh well, might as well just do a pod filter now. So I was limited for time and resources. So what I ended up going with was that one there. Ended up getting that for $30 plus the silicon pipe. So all up $60 to get that done, nice and cheap. Now, before anyone says anything, look, I know there's a lot of videos out there, people just go, why would you bother doing a pod filter? You don't get any horsepower, blah, blah, blah. That's true. However, it does help with your throttle response and your acceleration. Also, when you might be lagging in fifth, it helps that pick up so you're not having to drop it back a cog. So they're the benefits that I get from a pod filter. Now, the diameter on the throttle body is 55 millimeters for the Starlet. That's just the standard 4EFE, not the turbo. That may be a bigger diameter, I'm not too sure. And then I got a 57 millimeter silicon pipe, and then I got a piece of 60 mil diameter PVC pipe, which links the pod filter to the hose. So look, all up $60, nice, quick, nice and easy. So guys, here's a video and a walkthrough of how I did it. Okay guys, so what I was doing this morning, I was going to check the throttle body for any build-up of gunk or residue on the butterfly and whatnot. So I was taking the air hose off between the throttle body and the airbox, and as I was removing it and twisting it, what happened was it snapped straight off. So I thought, oh well, that's no good, so I may as well now just chuck a pod filter in. I was going to put one on anyway, however I am going to do it now sooner rather than later. So what I'm going to do now is remove the airbox, the air intake setup, and get rid of that now, and then we'll go through and do the install. Let's get into it. Alright, when you're removing the airbox, there's a 10 mil there, a 10 mil there, another 10 mil there, and another 10 mil there. Once you've removed those, that just comes out as a single piece. Alright, down there you'll see the support bracket for the airbox. So there's three 10 mil bolts holding that in. I'm going to remove those now and get rid of that bracket. Rightio, so I needed some pipe to connect the pod filter to the intake hose. So what I have done is I've sourced some old PVC pipe, and I'm going to cut it down to about 100 mil section, clean it up inside and out so there's no debris or anything like that, and use that to connect them. So I'll do that now. Alright, I have cut a 100 mil section of the 60 mil pipe, and I've hit it with some, I've done a wet sand with some 600 grit sandpaper just to clean it up, get rid of any debris or rubbish on there. So I'll use that to connect everything up, and we'll see how she looks. Okie dokie, test fit is done. I didn't need as much pipe as what I anticipated, so that's probably cut down to about 2 inches. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the adapter. Just bear with me for a sec. There's the adapter. Fits pretty much perfectly. So now I'll put everything on. I'm just going to do a test fit and see how we go. Alright, there's the test fit. I just need to put a clamp on here, tighten this clamp up, and I obviously need to put a hole in there for the air temp sensor. Now, I've deliberately left that bracket on there that was originally part of the airbox because this is going to bounce around and I'll need to make some kind of bracket, adapter, something just to stop it from bouncing around and keep it nice and secure. So I'll work that out as I go. I probably won't get that done today, just running out of time, but yeah, that's what I'll do. So the plan is now drill a hole for the air temp sensor and get that taken care of. Alright, now here is the finished product. So the hose is all attached, the intake pipe, and there's the filter. Look, I would have gone with a slightly smaller filter, but with today being Sunday and lack of resources, and I wasn't expecting to break anything, that's the setup I've got. So look, before anyone says anything, I know it looks hideous. I've just put some Sikaflex around the air temperature sensor, and I've just put some zip ties around the end there and attached them to that bracket that was originally holding the airbox. So I know it's rough and ready, and like I said, that's pretty much what I was faced with today. I would like to neaten it up at another stage, but we will get there. And I just didn't have the right hose clamp for there, but I think she's pretty airtight. So there you go. I'll start it up in a minute. I'm just waiting for this Sikaflex back there to dry a little bit more, and then I'll start it up and you can have a listen to it.